Cheers. Stop, fill up the fuel, go again. That's literally what you need to do here, isn't it? And now the leg is going to rest up for, so you're going to take work more with the vertical pulls. But you're still going to get some lower lats on this without.
It is all good with you, and I do very much hope that. Good morning, all. How are we all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Spain World Champs vlog. Not really 100% certain what I will be calling this video as of yet, but we arrived in Spain yesterday. So we are currently in Salou. We are here for the weekend. We are here for the PMBA, IMBA, PMBA World Championships. But of course, AJ is competing in the pro bodybuilding division on Sunday, which is very exciting. So today is Friday. We got here yesterday. It was a very busy, long travel day, to be honest. And this morning has been, as you'll pretty much see, it's been like a normal morning of work. I've just had my meal one. I'm now just out for a nice stroll. I'm gonna head down towards the beach, I believe, get some steps in. I've literally just got one check-in left that I'm just waiting to come through, but otherwise everything is already done. And it is now 8:30, so it's been a nice productive morning. And then I will head to the shops, get a few bits, go back, do obviously my final bits of work, do some work calls, and then we will be heading to the gym for legs. I've got legs today. I trained upper yesterday when we got here. I had a decent session. It was very busy. It was very hot. So I'm looking forward to having hopefully a little bit of a quieter gym today. And I think honestly, I get very overstimulated, and the gym was very busy. We'd had a long day of travel. I'd just driven to the gym, driven to the shops, all that stuff, and I've not actually really driven in a different country before, so there was just a lot to do. Still did everything I needed to do though. Still had all my normal meals, still did all my steps, still got my session done. You can still get everything done if you need to. Where there is a will, there is a way. But today will definitely feel a bit more normal, which is nice. So I may or may not get some bits in the gym. The gym is very crammed, and it was really busy yesterday, so I didn't manage to film anything. So if I manage to get some training bits done, then I will do. But if not, you can follow along for more of the fun stuff whilst we are here. I'm not too sure how much I will film. This will probably be one vlog, I assume, so otherwise it'll be a bit long. But yeah, I will catch you all later on. I hope you all enjoy watching the video. In advance, if you would like to support the channel, please make sure to like the video because it does help. Please make sure to subscribe for future content, and I will catch you all later. I am just back at the villa now, and we are about to have our pre-workout meal and head to the gym. Full legs. I've got everything all ready, of course, this morning, so all work is finished now. All my meals pretty much prepped and ready to go as well. I'm just getting my intro ready, and I thought I would actually just make a very quick and important point when it comes to traveling and getting things ready, because I have had a lot of questions from people asking how I have made this non-interruptive to my bodybuilding process. And the reality is that you just get organised and you make it easy for yourself. So like, for example, I'm doing my intro now, and this is my intro already prepared. It says Los Intra Fry, so that always stands for Friday. So I know exactly what I need to have here. I just put it in here. I don't then even need to worry about measuring certain things out because this already has my EAAs, my creatine, my carbs in there, and then I can literally just put it in as so. And obviously everything else with food is as simple as yesterday, travel day, prepared all the meals, ate all the meals, and then we also went to the shops, got all of the food that we needed. We brought all the supplements with us that we need, and that is about it. So the worst thing for so many people when they travel is just it's lack of preparation and not having everything. So obviously if you don't have your meals with you, if you don't have a kitchen, if you don't have the things that you need to cook, then obviously you're not going to be able to stick to everything that you need. But as long as you do prepare, and if you obviously care about having cooking facilities and staying on plan, stay somewhere that does have a kitchen, you'll make life significantly easier for yourself. To quickly show this bag that I bought AJ for, what did I get you that for? Was it for your birthday? I don't even know.
Christmas.
Was it?
Yeah.
Aww. What did you think of the bag?
Oh, I love it. It's a beautiful gift. It's a beautiful gift.
I can't believe I've just done that. I've just shaken. Oh, my hair. What do I do?
I do not know. That's
organised. Pre-workout meal here then as usual. I've got my chicken and veg. I've actually got a little bit of salsa with this one because I couldn't find any kimchi in Spain. So chicken and veg, 50 grams of rice cakes and 20 grams of dark chocolate. It already works out quite nice that I'm having rice cakes because they're way more convenient than cooking rice regardless. And then I'm just going to sit and watch a little bit of something because AJ is sat watching something without me, so I've got the message there. And then we will head to the gym. You are actually joining me now much later in the day. It is 20 to 5, so we've been and trained and registered. I mean, I say I've trained. I had probably the most interesting leg session that I've ever had today. I did a few sets of leg extensions, hamstring curls, split squats, and that was all that I had time for. And I was able to get on because obviously I was a bit strapped for time because AJ was just doing a quick session, and the gym was horrendously busy. I've never been in a gym that busy in my life, literally waiting to get on everything, and there's like basically no room to move, but we do our best in the situation, and that's what matters most. Reason why I'm coming to you now is because I'm about to try this Aquarius, which I've been banging on about all day. Apparently, from what I've heard, these taste like monsters, like a white monster, except it's not got caffeine in it. So we're gonna give it a go now and see what we think. I'm gonna be very disappointed if it just tastes like water.
And then literally all I do then is just drip feed, not like your regular meals like you do now.
I'm heavily disappointed.
But just literally drip feed.
It just tastes like lemon water.
It's low volume.
Somebody lied to me,
Rice cakes
and that person is in deep trouble.
You're not going to get much opportunity.
Oh dear.
Depends how early you get up, but what time do you reckon?
It's still.
Okay, so.
It's not fizzing. Shocking.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. How are we all doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. It is Sunday the 15th of June, so today is, in fact, show day, which is very exciting. So this vlog has been, so far, a bunch of random clips because, as with any travel and trip, you're just basically trying to stay in normal routine as much as possible, and actually picking up a camera and speaking is moderately challenging. But today, because it's show day, obviously I want to share the day. It's obviously AJ's pro debut, so it will be very, very fun. So we're currently just out on a nice walk. It's about 6 in the morning. The sun, I believe, is about to rise, but it is absolutely beautiful around here. It's very peaceful. It's just lovely.
It's different.
Yeah, it's nice.
Different.
It's nice. So we are getting some walking in. I'm getting in a lot of steps in the morning because it's like 20 degrees now, but later in the day it's a no-go because it is too hot. So I'm going to try and bank in a good amount of steps now, and then I'll probably just take you through the day, take you through the meals, take you through a bit of the show, and I hope you all enjoy watching. So stay tuned. I'm going to steal AJ's thing and say, if you're already watching the video, you can comment MBW to support. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and share the love.
Comment below MBW, I mean, yeah, but also you could comment below. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay then, I am now back from my walk. You can see by my aura-ing that I have done 9,000 steps now so far today.
What a graft!
I have been working away, storming away. To be honest, I actually wasn't. It was just a really nice walk. I even meant to turn off earlier than I did, but I got so distracted just enjoying the scenery that I missed my turn and I ended up walking for longer. But very nice nevertheless. It means that now for the rest of the day, I can just do jobs, little walks to the shops, and I don't need to worry about basically getting any more steps in, which is good. And if you have like busy days, not even show days, you know, like you're traveling, you got work, whatever, you can get everything in if you need to. It takes a bit more effort, but you just need to honestly put in the effort, and that's the bottom line. But now it is almost 8 o'clock, so I'm just preparing my normal meal one for the day. So I've got 175 grams of raspberries, 40 grams of whey, and then I will have 20 grams of dark chocolate with this meal. They actually have some very good dark chocolate here in Spain. You can just get like lovely 99% from the shops, which is great. So I'll be having some of that with this meal, and we're going to sit and we're going to watch qualifying for the Canadian Grand Prix, which I'm very excited for. So yeah, we'll eat this meal now, and then, oh, we're a little bit wonky. We'll take you along for the rest of the day, probably, when we get to meal 2, because in between then I'm just going to watch this, do some work, and it's going to be a pretty chill day.
Hanging on to it through the final chicane. Take a step back at home.
Your week in itself and where you're at. I'm actually very, very happy with where you're at today, particularly from a visual side of things. I think your shots today are the best shots that I've ever seen from you. You look a big step leaner. Your posing is definitely also better, but you are for sure a really, really good step forward. So funnily enough, today is panning out not too dissimilar to a normal day. I'm literally just about to sit down and have my meal number 2 of the day. I think all that I've done since I last spoke was do some work, do some check-ins, been out for another little bit of a walk. I'm now on 12,500 steps, so that should do me for today. Aside from any other movement now, I should easily get to my 15k, which is all good. So I'm going to sit, have this meal. I've got usual 150 grams, of chicken, salad, some salsa, and just instead of avocado, I've got dark chocolate just for ease, because the avocado has gone a bit funny. So I'm going to have that for my meal 2, and then after that, chill for a bit, do some more work, and then we're actually going to head to the venue because they've got their tans, which they've only got 1 coat of tan to do today, which is really simple. So we're going to go get tans, come back, probably eat again, and then head to the venue for the show from there. Hey guys, so we are now currently at the venue. It is 5 minutes to 2. They are getting their tans currently. I'm just chilling in the backstage area, which I'm yet to see what they say when they come out of their tans, whether they want to wait here or go back. But anyone who has been to a bodybuilding show, has competed, will know the unpredictability of how shows run. Because there's a good few categories before them, but there's a lot of categories that only have a couple of people in them, and they might take a break, they might not take a break, so it's like you don't really know how slow or fast it's going to run. But the good thing is that this backstage area here is like massive. There's so much space, and it's nice and cool, so we'll probably end up just chilling here. I've not eaten anything since last saw you. I'm just enjoying a monster at the moment, and I'll probably eat in a little bit, but for now we'll just wait for them to finish their tan. See what we want to do. What do you think, Alex? What's it look like? Is it easy to get to the stage?
Close to seats or stay?
Seats and stay. Got to go back that way. figuring out the logistics is actually the hardest part. How do you get backstage? How do you get on stage? How do you get to the audience? How do you get background? Well, we'll soon find out. We're all just sat chilling now. AJ's having his final meal.
It's more to, like, always, during the day, it's more to remind myself of what time I ate it.
That's true.
It's really useful.
That's actually quite helpful,
time
that,
stamp.
isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm also having my last meal before stage as well. I'm having my chicken salad as usual with
You okay?
rice cakes and dark chocolate. Good news is the show's actually running relatively efficiently. So we were worried we were going to be here until probably very late, and it's actually going all right, which is good. Venue's actually really nice, which is nice, really nice. So much space back here, which is just wonderful. So good vibes. We'll probably see you when they go on stage. Okay, so it is now the day after the show. The dust has settled, and I wanted to give my personal wrap up of the day and the show, because of course once showtime kicks off, you guys know the drill, my ability to vlog. And also I just think as well, like, the appropriateness of like me whipping out a camera, like even being on my phone, like I'm just not doing that because I'm being present in the moment. I'd always rather experience the day and then talk about it afterwards. So I'll probably have put some footage and I'll attach some pictures probably in this segment of the vlog as well to show you the show and the outcomes. So the outcome was that Ben, those of you know Ben got second, which was mega, and AJ came away with 6, just outside of the top 5, and he looked absolutely amazing, really good, and you know, I want to share my opinions because for me, like you guys know, I'm so invested in his journey and his process. I care about him massively. He's my #1 inspiration. Well, cringe, but he really is. And also I have the ability to be objective though as well. Like, I really do. I've been to enough bodybuilding shows now, especially the best natural bodybuilding shows that there are, to know what the standard is like, and how shows should be run, and bodybuilding criteria, if I'm being perfectly honest. Like, I go to a lot of shows and I really do immerse myself so much in bodybuilding that I do know that. So I'm not just saying these things off the back of, you know, him being my partner and, you know, me being biased or whatever. And I'm also quite happy to openly speak about things as well, because I think it's important to do so. And basically the way that the call-outs went, because obviously not everyone was there, not everyone watched the live stream, they brought everyone out. So there was 8 people in the class. They brought everyone out. They did like your standard quarter turns, you know, like when you normally come out, even just in your numerical order. They'll do your call outs, they'll do a round of posing, and then they'll do, usually, first call out, they'll do a second call out, Then they'll usually do a few more comparisons, you know, because often you'll find maybe the top 3 is quite clear, and then you will maybe compare from 4 to, probably in that lineup you would have compared like 4 to 6 in all honesty, because I think that the top 2 definitely was super clear. For sure, the German guy who won was very good. Ben was also amazing. And then I think honestly from 3 down to 5, it was close. It was close. And what essentially happened was they did a first call out of the top 5, and they did no more call outs. So AJ only did his call out for his like normal like round where they bring you out, and they did not bring him in for any of the call outs. And I'll honestly say, like, the 2 guys who were in 7 and 8 were a way off, right? So AJ was nowhere near those guys, right? You could have clearly said, yeah, 7 and 8, cool. But 4 to 6 was close. So what should have happened, there should have been a call out, 1-3, cool, you decided your top 3. And then maybe, you know, you do a call out from 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Even just to confirm, there was no opportunity given for AJ to be compared against those individuals. Whether that's intentional or not is not for me to say, if I'm being honest. But essentially, either which way, the judging panel decided that they did not want to make another call out, which even just in common judging practice, anyone who has been to any show will agree with me on this front. It's just the way that it works, because otherwise you do not have comparisons. You do not have the ability to even see who is placing beyond essentially that top 3 spot. Because you can confirm your top 3, like, totally get that, but then you have to then confirm all the places below that, and there was not an opportunity given. And that's something I don't agree with, and I will, as I say, I will happily say that. Because I don't think it was correct judging. Like, if you've looked at them and you've made comparisons, made decisions, fantastic. But if you've not even made a comparison, how can you make a decision from that? I just don't think you can, if I'm being perfectly honest. But these are things we can't control. So I'm not saying this to complain. I'm saying this because sometimes decisions, things happen in judging panels that don't make sense or don't go your way. Obviously you'd hope that they do and things are done right, but sometimes they don't, right? That's sometimes the way that bodybuilding shows are unfortunately ran. It's the way that it is. We know that we're getting into that, really. AJ looked mega. He looked really good. It was his pro debut, and he presented a fantastic competitive pro level physique. He was complete. He was sharper than he was at the UK, the FPA. We ran a slightly different peak for this one, so he was definitely sharper. Not quite as full as he was at the UK, the FPA, but he was leaner, so it's like you have a bit of a trade-off. But lots of like good things learnt from the peak, the show. Anyway, it was an amazing experience. He looked mega, and you know, we have the pictures and videos to share of that, and that's what matters. You know, it really is at the end of the day, no matter what, and especially for himself, like with his genetics, his structure, all of the cards that he's dealt, because we're all dealt whatever cards we're given. You can only do your best within that, you know. Like in that lineup as well, for example, it's an open lineup, and he was, I think, so he's about 70 kilos. Guy who won was about 90 kilos. So most people on that stage had about 5 to 10 to 20 kilos on him, because there was no like lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight option, which I think in natural bodybuilding especially is something that is very important to create that fair judging. Like, yeah, of course you're always going to have the big guys, but unless you are somebody who is genetically absolutely massive, in natural bodybuilding there obviously isn't that way to, you know, bridge that gap to build that additional bit of muscle mass. And or even still, I think, you know, in the IFBB, for example, they still have the 212 division. You know, they still have divisions for those smaller individuals, to be able to still be competitive, if you're not just one of those big guys. So it's something that I do think is important to have. But nevertheless, as I say, I think go on the tangent forever. What he presented was amazing. Like his balance, his structure, his symmetry, his detail, everything is put together beautifully. And you know, when you look at bodybuilding criteria, it's not just have you got a standout body part, it's have you got balance, have you got structure, have you got symmetry. It's all of those things, and presented that without a doubt. So I will wrap up here because I'll go on for too long. It's been 10 minutes. Sorry guys. But no, it was a very, very good day nevertheless. Obviously I got emotional, which I actually normally don't. Like, I obviously get passionate, but I never get like emotional. Like, I never cry or anything. And I actually cried. I was like, God, wipe them tears away. Come on, man up. But it was only because like when I saw him on stage, like I really like was able to just put into perspective like how incredible he actually is and how incredible everything he presents is. And obviously you want to sometimes see that rewarded, sometimes it doesn't. But he knows that as well, and he's so incredibly level-headed and mature and professional. You know, he is a professional, and he conducts himself like that, and conducts himself like somebody who is a figurehead in the sport, and has set such an amazing example for so many other people as well, which is obviously so important. But yeah, after the fact, we were obviously all chill. Come back, we watched the F1, had our oats for our last meal, which was very nice. I did a nice big walk this morning. AJ did a big walk this morning, so he was up at about 1 a.m. He's actually just filming, I think, a wrap-up video himself now. I'm about to head back to the villa and finish off some check-ins that haven't come through yet, because obviously being a little bit ahead of schedule here, because I'm an hour ahead, I have a few people that the check-ins are just coming across a bit later, so I had a bit of a break. So I've gone out for a walk. I'm going to go back, finish off a couple, I think I've got 2 check-ins to do, and then we're going to go and train. And I cannot wait to train, because I feel like I've not trained in about 6 years, because the last session, I think I told you guys, the last session I had the other day was shocking. I may as well have not trained. Which has kind of worked out well, because I needed a bit of an intentional deload. But I'm going to do a bit of a full body session today, because I'm having to take 2 extra days of the travel. So very much looking forward to that. I think we're going to train somewhere different, enjoy the final afternoon in España, and then we'll head home tomorrow. So I'll catch up with you all later on. Well, in this vlog, I've gone from having one of the worst sessions of my life to one of the best sessions of my life. How was that session for you, Ben?
It was immensely fun. That I wasn't expecting a hardcore temple gym style gym.
I
in
wasn't
the middle
either.
Of Spain, in the mountains. So it feels like we're climbing up a mountain right now.
Yeah, it was a really good gym. Like, I was expecting, even though it had like Nautilus stuff. You know, you've been to some of those gyms in the US, and they're like a bit like weird and
I had Nautilus kit from the 70s.
Yeah.
Stuff that you would see Boy & Co or Tom Platts using, and we had good fun.
So much better than the new stuff as well. Me and AJ were saying like, how have they gone so backwards?
Because you think that they learn from their mistakes, but no. Brilliant session, lots of fun, and we all feel like we're back on the saddle.
You're ready for some food now.
Oh look, it's a doner kebab place. There we go. Pizza Durham kebab.
That's where Ben is heading now to get 7. Oh, it does say Durham as well.
Yeah.
7 kebabs. No, in all seriousness, I had a very, very good full body session. It was so much fun. And now I believe we're just heading back, I think. So I don't know if there's really too much we want to do here in Tarragona, but I will let Mr. Morris decide, essentially. So we are actually just at the beach front in Salou, because we're actually meeting up with some other guys from the team who have competed this past weekend. I think we're going to get some food. I'm essentially going to see what is on the menu. If there is something on the menu that is actually like nice and looks decent quality, then I will have something, because there's honestly no reason why not. I've already been in a pretty extreme deficit this week, and honestly, even if I hadn't necessarily seen like a massive deficit. It's not really the end of the world when you're not in prep. What, you have 1 week where maybe your rate of loss isn't as fast, but you enjoy a little bit of time and eat something out. But you can also, again, you can eat out and have something that is still within your caloric demands. An off-plan meal doesn't have to be a massive caloric consumption. So if there is something on the menu that looks really nice, I want to have something, I will do to join in with everyone, because I'm not in prep, and you can absolutely do that. But yeah, it will be nice. It's very warm, but lovely to be here and spend time with everyone.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be good. Yeah.
Ben's just having a salad. That was Ben.
Thank you.
What have you got, Benjamin?
And ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm okay. Would you mind taking a picture of us all? Is that alright?
Good morning all. You are joining me on my morning walk. It is the 17th. Yes, the 17th of June. It is Tuesday. It is our final day, which I'm very sad about. We're heading to the airport in literally a couple of hours time, so I'm just enjoying my final walk out here, which has been literally the best part of my day. I found a really nice walk a couple of days ago, and I'm actually a bit upset that I didn't find this walk earlier, because it's so nice. Like, the beach is so lovely. There's like a little bit of a port over there, but essentially I am clocking off. Yeah, I'm kind of clocking off. I'm capping off this vlog now because, as I say, we're headed to the airport soon, and I want to make sure that I have this finished. I'm probably going to do some editing on the way back, so apologies that like the quality is probably a bit naff. I'm just recording this on my iPhone, but just to cap off, as I say, this trip, it's been an absolutely wonderful trip. I didn't really have much of a plan for the video with regards to what I was gonna talk about. It's not really been an informative video. I'd say it's just been a vlog. It's been follow me to Spain, traveling, going to the show, etc. And you know what? It's been such a wonderful trip. Like, I obviously spoke about the show yesterday, so you'll already have heard my thoughts, and yeah, there's mixed emotions about that, and honestly, like, the actual, like, the running of the show and things like that were not ideal, but still the show day was great. The stage was good, so we were able to get great pictures, and as I say, AJ still looked amazing, Ben still looked amazing. We've had such a lovely time here with Ben, with Alex, obviously me with AJ as well. It's been so nice, and I've never ever been to a show where, like, we've had this, you know, like, usually when we go into the World Championships, European Championships, usually in a bit of a shithole, to be honest, guys. So this has been so nice, and I just spoke a little bit on my story as well to say how, like, so much of bodybuilding as well, like, yeah, you can come away with trophies, medals, etc., but it's not that matters, it's the memories that matter. Like, even when AJ won a few weeks ago at the Heart of England, the reason why that was so special was because of the memories, because of the occasion, because of the people that were there above all else, and how we looked, you know. Like, obviously getting the trophy, getting the award it's the cherry on top of the cake, isn't it? But it's not the main and most important thing that makes something a fantastic experience. So it's been a wonderful time. I did, as you'll have seen yesterday, I did go out for a meal. I wasn't hesitant, but I'm not really too bothered about eating off plan, like, that's the thing. But AJ kind of said to me, so I was like, I'm quite happy eating my meal, and he was like, Loz, you're not in prep, like, you can have something on the menu that's not going to be super, and I'm always sensible with what I eat anyway. He's like, it's not going to be super calorie dense if you order something smart, if you eat something smart. It's not going to pull away from the fat loss days. This is something I say to clients all the time, is like, you can go out and you can have an upper meal without it being a massive surplus of calories. You know, you can just have another meal instead of your normal meal that is just not prepared or weighed by you, and you can very easily guesstimate something that's still gonna, you know, do the job well, and just manage your food over the day. And equally, you know, when you're not in a prep, a day of not being in a deficit is that going to be a big issue? No, definitely not, especially when it comes to like being present and making memories. And that was a big thing that I said even like in my prep last year, was like, I'm just going to involve myself in more stuff, and I have been really good with that in this off season. And it's a skill that I have definitely acquired, is like being okay with like going out and having something different and knowing that it's not the end of the world. And obviously it wasn't the end of the world. I had a really nice like chicken burger. The chicken here is so nice. I don't know what it is, but it's way better than it is at home. But I had a really nice chicken burger with some sweet potato fries, which was lovely. And it was really nice to just be there and spend time with everyone. And funnily enough, I've not woken up this morning and ruined my whole diet. Literally, like basically I'm like the same weight that I was the day before show day, because on show day I, as usual, plummeted massively in body weight, just due to the as we know, the stress and the expenditure. So I've done over 20,000 steps in the past 2 days. So yeah, but overall, guys, I'm going to cap it off here. I've been talking for 5 minutes. It's been an amazing time. I hope you have enjoyed watching the video. If you've made it to the end, which I'm not sure many people will have by now, comment down below gracias. Comment down below gracias, just to fit in with the theme of the video. So yeah, gracias for watching. Lots of love, guys. I'm trying to do a heart, don't really know how to do it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff, and I will see you all in the next one.